Welcome back, everybody, to the real name of the podcast that I want to be LeBron James.
I actually want to meet him too now.
And this is my co-host, as you know, who's a lazy co-host. He's not always there in every show. I'm Kyle Legacy, the actual host, Scouse comedian, trying to meet the King James himself. We got the one and only Sam Kissajukian, everybody.
No, actually, there's two of me now, not the one and only anymore.
There's two of you?
I got cloned.
You got cloned.
So
I heard about that.
You got to stop saying the one and only. I don't like that pronoun. You got to say
the 1 out of 2.
1 out of 2.
Sam Kissajukian. Hold for like 30 seconds so they can applaud at home and stuff like that. Did you end up getting your vote in time for Trump or not?
Oh my God, I put so many in.
Nothing?
For Biden.
For Biden? Why did you go?
Because I thought if I vote so many, then Trump will not understand why he lost and then do an investigation.
Okay. Oh, so that's how you get Trump in that.
Yeah.
Anyway, they've stopped clapping now anyway.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of old people and people with bad knees like me, so it takes them a while to get up and then sit back down with the clap.
You got the old knees?
The people are watching at home. So that's why you got to give them 30 seconds because they like to stand and do all that. They're very respectful.
Oh, they were taking time to go up.
Yeah, for you.
And they didn't sit back down. They just kept going over. I'm going.
A lot of them do die in the first 30 seconds of the podcast.
Is that why your podcast doesn't grow? Because your listenership is dying off as you're getting.
That's it, but it's like that one view. It's still a view, even if they don't watch it all. Then it's like, hey, turn it off now. We don't care.
There's a lot of people watching all my podcasts in one night and then never again.
Yeah.
Just keep running when they're dead.
You're gonna love that play all filter.
I'd love
Continuous loop.
I'd love to kill a fan. Just like to make them laugh so hard that they have like a heart attack. Like you'd feel bad, but you'd also be like, I'm very powerful.
Jesus. Well, if that happens, I'll put the eulogy in the comments.
The eulogy?
I will write a eulogy.
As long as you don't spell it, because we know how that'll work out. Y-O-U-O-L-O-G-Y.
I'll call it dead lady speech. Instead of eulogy, I'll call it dead lady speech. And that's how they'll know.
Dead lady? Oh, because the lady died.
Yeah, the dead. Yeah.
You only kill women in comedy.
She probably did die in a den, because as you know, in American houses, in the basements, they have dens. A lot of old people go there to die.
They do go down.
Yeah.
Like cats.
Yeah,
cats
they get lower and lower to the grave. That's how they ease them in. They're like, just move in the den.
If you want to go to heaven, you got to move into the attic. If you go to the basement, you'd be a bad grandpa.
That's why Anne Frank was there. That makes sense.
She stayed up.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the basement.
Yeah, but that's just pulled her down, I'll tell you. Anyway. Let's talk about, not Anne Frank, Frank Kaminsky. Let's talk about what a horrible player he is.
What about Frank Stallone? Where's his NBA career gone?
Disclaimer up top to celebrate the new weed laws that they're not getting drug tested and for weed in NBA players, and that kind of means that J.R. Smith's going to win MVP, really.
Do they even
and
drug
bubble
test
cheese
him
is going to be most improved. Well, they don't. That's it. They're not tested. They didn't in the bubble, and now they're not doing it regular season now.
For weed?
Yeah.
So
celebrate. I got high. That's why I'm talking so shit. He did not get high, so he's got no excuse for the riffs that are coming out of his mouth.
Strange man.
But we're back in an undisclosed location because the riff train hasn't arrived to take us where we're meant to be yet. So
what's your most hated team?
My most hated team?
Yeah.
It's Boston Celtics, easy.
The Celtics. I reckon we should put the Celtics back there, but just a big picture of Gordon Haywood's face.
Gordon Haywood?
Going to boo!
The old Celtics, yeah. Okay, we can somehow get Gordon Haywood up there. That's just to watch over us with his 120 million. Congrats on that for getting the bag. Congrats on not playing at all for the Celtics, getting paid, coming off an awful injury. You can't do nothing about that.
It's a great retirement gift. You get to hang out with Michael Jordan. You get paid $120 million to hang out with Michael
and LaMelo, yeah.
Oh, well, I think you hang out with Jordan, you're not like, oh my God, but LaMelo. How do I meet... Hey, Michael, how do I meet LaMelo Ball podcast is something I would think you've started.
Imagine that. You literally go to Michael Jordan. You seen LaMelo Ball? Anyway, just all these kids don't even know what Michael Jordan is.
I'm going to start
He's pointing with 6 rings. He's like, I think he went that way.
and then still like... He's like, where? I can't see it. It's too bright.
He's like, exactly.
I'm starting
a rookie. He's in there cleaning the toilets, rookie duty.
Jordan?
No, LaMelo.
LaMelo. Just dunking in the toilet with the mop.
But you do understand why Gordon Haywood got paid that money, don't you? Like, obviously, they get overpaid, but do you understand why?
Because no good players will go to Charlotte, the Hornets, so you've got to take a big contract that you're overpaying.
Yeah.
So that when you add a third player, they'll come for not over money, but
Well, not even the money. It's like you just need.
Then they can make the playoffs. They're like, I'm not.
Yeah. It's more enticing to them because nobody wants to go to Charlotte. Even with MJ, Michael Jordan is like Michael Jordan of bad owners because he's the worst owner really. Like in terms of like his team.
People say that, but he has the most rings.
Yeah, but nothing to do with that. He didn't win them in Charlotte. I'll tell you that for free.
He's like, yo, give me the ball.
Yeah. Literally, sometimes you look at him when he does go to the games, which is barely. You just see him and you're like, he's got rip-off pants on. He's ready to go. If they go down by 30, he's in the game.
Do you know what'd be great? Is the 15th roster spot is a 2-way contract with Michael Jordan.
Pays himself. He gives himself quite a bit.
It's $400 billion.
Contract.
You got to do 2 games in the G League.
But he only pays you if you make all NBA teams. So it's got the restrictions. He's still got to make an all NBA team.
Do you know what would be a great 50-year-old Michael Jordan training to go back in the G League, to try and become.
Oh my god!
You know, he's in the Bulls.
This is definitely the last dance.
There's Steve Kerr, but he's got glasses and he's cross-eyed. He's shoots over the backboard.
He's got a bad back. His back's so bad he couldn't even coach. How bad your back is going to be that you can't sit there with a clipboard. You know what I mean?
Which retired player do you think could be the top scorer in the G League?
Right now?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the recently retired players like Joe Johnson and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Who got back in the league last year from the Big Three. But you're talking about legends like Jordan era sort of stuff. I reckon. I don't know if Jordan could still get buckets in the G League for sure. He's getting buckets. He's not the highest scorer or nothing, but I mean, he wouldn't even have to move. He'd just catch it one jab step. I reckon that jump step ain't broken really.
Yo, how good would it be is if when you retire, you do 1 year in the G League as part of a team.
Oh my God.
So there's one veteran player.
That's actually sick though.
So then it'll be
as part of your contract, you get a 5-year deal, but the 4th year, the 5th year with the G League affiliate. Yeah,
you wouldn't be in the only reason to do it is because it would totally bring people to the G League. Because I want to see.
Well, nobody's watching that, and then you'd watch. It's kind of like the Big Three, what they're doing, the 3-on-3 competitions.
And you want to see those guys be good.
Yeah. And to be honest, that's a good point. That's why that 3-on-3, the Big Three is only half court because these motherfuckers can't get up and down the court anymore.
The court is a lot shorter.
What's a half court?
You can actually dunk from both sides from the center.
A 3-pointer is somehow a dunk. And they added a 4-point spot.
You just roll it
in. The Big Three. So yeah, I would say nobody because nobody's getting up and down the court. I don't think. Who do you think could do it? If someone's recently retired like LeBron, age 41, of course.
Yeah. Well, who retired? Was Vince Carter retired last year?
Vince Carter could go in and get buckets for sure.
He's got some good threes.
I mean, I reckon he could come back another year, really. But it's at this point, you've been saying it for the last 4 years.
And he did 2 dunks last year.
Yo, he had some, watch some of his, I think he got some nice plays from last year, literally. There's one dunk where it was he could have dunked it, but then he just laid it up like that. He was holding on forever. It's just put it up. It's
But that's what you learn in your order is how to tease a crowd.
That's nobody's yo, I'm not trying to knock any of my dunks out the top 10. You know what I mean? It's they'll put that in there for nostalgia. It's nah, keep the 360 in there. You know what I mean?
Do you know what's crazy is that Danny Green will have in his highlight reel of best dunks. His best dunk will be when he was older because he did that one where he
and they drug tested him afterwards.
And they drug tested him because he launched off the shoulder.
Yeah. That was it. It's the drug test him. They drug test the guy that he pushed off. He's got some big shoulders.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think
was it Dwight Howard as well or McGee?
It was someone huge.